prescribed by the doctor, hey man, I work a good program, blah, blah, blah. My sponsor said to me, and I'll quote, this right here scares me. Let me tell you that, this scares me. I'm thinking, dude, you're 20 years sober. Why would some pills prescribed by the doctor scare you? Hey, I work a good program. I got nice, don't you understand? I got married, had spent 20 grand on my wedding, and had 250 drunks over there. Don't you know who I am? The ego. I took them pills. Long story short, that led to me being homeless, wifeless, carless, penniless, dirty, with a habit in Liberty City. Now my bottom now scares me more than any fears I have to walk through in everyday life. I know exactly what my sponsor meant when he said, this scares me. This scares me. Because I'm more afraid of that than anything I have to go through. I had a wreckage of my past over here. They hooked me up right here, the cops, from an old warrant back in the day. Came right here and took me right off of this property. That's when I was in jail with him. It didn't bother me a bit. Wasn't scared a bit. Why? Because I had faith. And for two, going to jail and all of that stuff didn't bother me half as bad as what was going to happen. At least I would do, well, if that's the way it was, I'll get this cleared up and then I'll get back on this road. Because I'm determined never to go back. I'll tell you the truth, I'm too scared to want to go back there. Because that right there was the most degrading, incomprehensible demoralization that I felt that I could ever go through. Now, if you guys haven't hit your bottoms, if you haven't hit a bottom that scares you, I suggest go out there and do some controlled drinking and using if you can do it. Get that bottom that scares the hell out of you, because then you know for sure you ain't going back. And you're willing to do anything you're supposed to do, or anything you have to do in order not to go back there. Okay, step 4. Moral inventory. Moral inventory. Step 5.
God to ourselves and to another, the exact nature of our wrongs.
Admitted to God, to ourselves, and another human being, the exact nature of our wrongs. That's where we start doing the fixing. Okay, look, man, we need to put we need to put new valve over here, this over here, needs a new wiring harness, this over here needs this and this. Then you get when you find out where your life is, where you're wrong, what needs to be fixed. So what you did was you inventoried what was good, what was bad. You took out the bad stuff. Now you got a motor ain't running, but at least you're taking out all the bad stuff. You know what it is. Step 6.
Are you ready to God?
Humbly.
Ask him to remove our
6. I'm on 7.
Good. Humbly ask God to remove our shortcomings. Or became ready to have God remove all our defects of character. 7. That's 6. Became ready. So now we're getting the parts ready. We're getting to put it on in. And this is what I do. This is what I do. This is what I did. I take poker chips. I put down, I'm selfish.